Okay.
Welcome, guys, tonight to our Coach Opportunity Call. Gabby and I really love to do calls like this because this opportunity has completely changed our life. And it's one thing to maybe be in the challenge groups or to see people post about it on social media. But when you hear our stories and you hear directly from us, our own doubts before signing up and how we took that leap of faith and how we got started, that's really where the transformation starts to happen in your minds about really giving this an opportunity to move forward. And like I thought to myself when I first signed up, why not? Why not give it a chance and see what happens? So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Audrey. I am a 7-star diamond coach, 4-time elite coach. I'm a boy mom times 3. So I just had my third little guy, third C-section. So it's funny because I came in when my second little guy was like about 6-7 months old, and I needed to lose the weight. I didn't know how I was going to make that happen because my oldest 2 are only 20 months apart. So they were small. I couldn't go to a gym. And then I was invited into a challenge group and it changed my life. And, here I am 8 years later. But, now I'm able to share another transformation. I was able to lose the baby weight with my second child. And now I'm working on doing it again the third time. Besides being a full-time coach, I also help run my family business. So that just goes to show that, sometimes time is not a limitation. It's all on how you use it. When I first started as a coach, I was in my family business probably like 60 hours a week. And by being able to buy my freedom through coaching, been able to tell my family well, I need to step away a little more because this business that I'm building at home next to my kids is benefiting me financially, and I'm able to do this. 80-day obsession and bar blend now are my soulmate workouts, I have to say, especially going through the postpartum journey again. And I have to put this in there, I still love my pizza and Nutella.
She got me into Nutella.
Well, she's got the wine. That's
Sauvignon Blanc. Yes. Okay, so for those that don't know me, I'm Gabriela Lopez, and I am a 7-star diamond coach, a 2-time elite coach. And as you guys know, every morning you see me and my husband, Jorge. We've been together for 15 years. We are actually close to celebrating our 11-year marriage anniversary. So that's coming up soon. My son, last day, he's 6 years old, you guys, today, last day. So I got to put that in there as I tell him, you get to be 6 years old for 365 days. And he's like, what? Right? And I'm like, and now you start 7 tomorrow. So he'll be 7 tomorrow. My little Matias, who is just like his dad, has a huge personality. I am a former human resource generalist. So that job, you guys, before becoming a stay-at-home mom and now a full-time Beachbody coach, was awful. I mean, my specialty was laying off people, was firing people, and I hated every moment of it. I was that person because I'm bilingual. I was that person they used to send from city to city, state to state to fire people. It was awful. I mean, I hated the first time I did it, and I hated the last time I did it. And now, I remember telling my husband at the time, I feel like I'm crushing people's lives. Like I'm just destroying their lives. And as a coach, I get to rebuild them. So it's an amazing thing. I'm a Jesus lover. I'm Hondureña. I was born there, raised here in the Bronx. And also I lost 50 pounds with our system. And I love to travel. This opportunity has been amazing. This opportunity came into my life when Matias was about 8-9 months old. I was a breastfeeding mama. Guys, if you know anything about me, I do not, still today, do not enjoy working out. So going to the gym was not an option after giving birth. However, I was 38 pounds overweight and I wanted to get rid of it. I wanted to be healthy for my son. I wanted to have energy, and I didn't know how to do that. I actually followed my coach, stalked her, I should say, for about 9 months. And then when I decided to reach out, because I was afraid, I was embarrassed, I didn't know how to ask for help. And when I finally asked for help and I came into our community, I loved everything about it. And, the rest is history, as they say it. I did not have to go back to my human resource generalist job. The goal was I was going to stay home with Matthias for 3 years. In my mind, I thought he would be talking up a storm at that moment, at that time, 3 years old, and then I can go back to work. I didn't have to do that because I built this business, and now I'm able to stay home, not only to care for Matthias, but as you guys know, my mom had a stroke in 2018, and I'm able to care for her now without having to, affect our financials. So what makes Team Beachbody unique? So how did I lose my 50 pounds, you guys? Well, this is our system. This is our formula. Fitness, nutrition, peer support, and rewards. For me, as I mentioned before, fitness just wasn't my thing. And the fact that Beachbody has world-class fitness professionals putting together the best, the most amazing fitness programs. And I mean, we have everything. We have yoga, we have dance, we have lifting, right? We have everything here, boxing and bar now, which we absolutely love. So the fact that we can have that from the comfort of our own home without having to leave our kids, without having to leave now in this pandemic, it's a blessing. It's been a blessing for me for 6 years now. And now we're able to have this platform to pay it forward to so many people who are obviously signing up these days because they have no options to go to the gym, right? So now we are able to provide a solution for their needs. But fitness doesn't work if you don't couple it with nutrition, right? So if I wasn't showing up in the kitchen, I wasn't going to lose those 50 pounds that I lost. And nutrition is essential. 80% of your results is going to come from nutrition, right? And if you don't show up in the kitchen, there's no results. And as Elise from Bar Blend says it, you are going to work on your abs at the bar, but they're going to be revealed at the kitchen. So the fact that our every single fitness program is coupled with a nutrition plan that's easy to follow, it's the best. And it's also from professionals, nutritionists. We don't have to think about anything. They just give it to us, and all we have to do is follow it. Peer support. For me, you guys, I think that was the thing that allowed me to stay here, to be here still 6 years later. Peer support, the fact that I get to do this with other women, to do this with, with women that also have goals, with women that, obviously different goals than mine, but the fact that we can push each other, inspire each other, motivate each other, it's just the best thing. I mean, women that maybe 80% of the women I work with, I don't even personally know, but they're like friends now, right? And then rewards. Beachbody rewards us for reaching our goals, for everything we accomplish, not only in our business, but also they reward us for achieving our fitness goals and our weight loss goals. So that, you guys, is the total solution. Right here, we show you a little bit about what, we're all about, right? Right now, we have easily discontinued our DVDs, but we are all virtual now. Beachbody On Demand is basically, think about it as our Netflix of fitness, and you would have access to all of our programs that have been created for over 20 years. All of them are in a digital platform you can access from your phone, from your iPad, from your smart TV, from your computer, anywhere. And then our nutrition is coupled with our nutrient-dense shake that is packed with nutrients that has allowed me, given me energy, especially during these times, given me energy to keep on trucking, to keep on pushing. Before the pandemic, you guys, if you know anything about me, I was running like crazy. I mean, literally dropping off my tias, picking up my mom to go to her therapies, to running back home, to go pick him up and do homework and, dinner. I mean, everything. And this shake right here is everything for me. And also we have other supplements that allow us to achieve all of our goals, and equipment as well. Proven results. The best thing about our system is that you are not only seeing Audrey with results, you're not only seeing me with results. Our system works. I mean, to the point where every person who follows it, right, that just follows the fitness, that follows the nutrition, that follows and leans into the support will get results. We have Karen here to the left, who is on our team, who has lost 60 pounds. Look at this. This transformation is real. And these are people we know. These are people we talk to on a daily basis. Tamara has lost 53 pounds. I believe I'm correct. Yes, Audrey, 53 pounds?
Yep.
53 pounds. And I mean, look at the difference. I mean, look at their faces, right? You see them smiling on the left, but look at the smile on the right. It's a total different smile. It's a smile of feeling accomplished, of feeling, purpose, of feeling that they've done something for themselves, but also for their families because they're healthier for it. So this is something that can be you as well.
So now let's be real. When we first talk about becoming a coach, it's kind of scary. Most people say to themselves, I can never do that. I could just, no. I started out as a challenger. I needed to lose the baby weight after I had my second baby. And everybody was coming up to me like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I kept sending them to my coach, and I would see all of my friends and all of my family members signing up as challengers under my coach. And then she said to me one day, well, why don't you try it? Why don't you give it a chance? And I'm like, I can never do that. I don't have the time. I have 2 young babies, and I'm not a coach. And then again, like I told you guys in the beginning of the call, I said to myself, well, why not me? Why can't I give it a chance? And then that way I could also stay accountable to my goals. So let's have a really clear discussion on what a coach is and what a coach is not. A coach is not a fitness or nutrition expert. Gabby just went through how we have the total solution. We've partnered with fitness and nutrition experts that do the work for us. We don't already have to be at our fitness and nutrition goals. If that were the case, I would have been mortified starting over after this 3rd postpartum journey and sharing these pictures and sharing my workouts from when I first started to work out at 12 weeks postpartum. I am not at my goal, but I show up every day, and I know it motivates other women to keep showing up every day as well. You do not have to be an experienced salesperson. Honestly, what is a coach? A coach is somebody that's going to motivate somebody else to change their life. It's someone that's going to take somebody by their hands and take them on the journey with them. And how do we do that? Well, if we look at the other side, we share with people how they could change their lives and achieve their goals. It's about painting a vision. So if I'm showing up every day and I'm showing other women what I'm doing, as busy as I am with my 3 kids and I'm running 3 businesses right now. If people know that I could do that, then they could do it as well. And we're committed to being proof that the products work, no matter what. As soon as I was cleared by the doctor and I started to feel better, I was showing up on my journey every single day, the same way I have been for the last 8 years that I've been a coach. And this shake, I drink it every single day because it makes me feel better. Because as a mom, sometimes I do not have time to sit and have a meal, and I know that I'm getting at least what's the best thing for my body. And I'm breastfeeding, so I know I need the best nutrients for my body. And, I drank Shakeology while I was pregnant, and I drank Shakeology when I was breastfeeding my second son as well. And I know that there's a lot of people that once they talk to their OBs about Shakeology, their OBs love it and say, okay, you just need DHA and a little bit more folic acid, but this shake gives you everything that you need. And that was the case with me. And you have to be committed to improving and developing yourself every single day. I can honestly say that what I love about being a coach the most is that this opportunity took me from being someone that was shy and to myself, and helped me develop myself, develop a morning routine to help build confidence within me. And I share that process, that routine every day with other people. And I know that it paves the way for other women to be able to do the same for themselves as well. What are the benefits of being a coach? Well, like I said, you set your own hours, because when I started, I was working about 60 hours a week for our family business. So I would be up at 5 o'clock in the morning to pump breast milk for my baby before I left to work. And on the way to work, I would do personal development, which is a requirement of being a coach, to work on yourselves every day. I would be at work, then I would come home, I would do my workout, I would put the kids to bed, and once my kids were asleep, then I would work my business every single night. So you can set whatever those hours are for you, whatever works for you. There's so many people that build their businesses, during their lunch break at work. Whatever amount of time that you have to dedicate, depending on what your goals are. Like this note over here says full-time coach by next year. You assess what your goals are, and then you set those hours accordingly. So you can focus on being part-time or full-time. Guys, I'm going to be so honest with you. And Gabby knows, because, we're on the same team, and she's been there for me for the last about year and a half now, since I was pregnant and now my whole postpartum journey. I haven't been able to be as present into my coaching business as I had been before, but this opportunity helps you. You have the team support that I have in Gabby and everybody else that's been there for me when I haven't been able to. But also, guys, something that I want to share with you is that even though I wasn't working my business at the same rate that I was beforehand, because being a new mom is just, you guys know how it is, it's overwhelming. I am still getting weekly paychecks, guys. And I see the money come in every Thursday. Every Thursday is our payday. And I just thank God for this opportunity, because I was getting a C-section, recovering in bed and still getting paid. I was with a baby that was waking up every 2 hours at night and still getting paid. And it's such a beautiful opportunity because of the work that I put in before and all the people that I've been able to help before. So you can build your business online or in person. Like I said earlier, I'm an introvert. I build my business online, guys. I've built this business from my phone. Within 2 years of becoming a coach, because of the hustle that I put in, I was able to build a 6-figure income from my phone without having to leave my kids. Guys, when I came into this business, my husband had lost his job, which is the reason that I worked so hard in building this. And I was thinking to myself, well, what can I make and sell on Etsy in order to make ends meet? And that was a big factor into the reason why I said yes to this opportunity. Because sometimes we ask God to send us an opportunity and we say no to the opportunities that he puts on our lap. And this was just one thing that I couldn't let pass by. And I was scared when I first signed up. I didn't think I could do it when I first signed up. And 8 years later, it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made with my life. And over here, share your passion and attract people. That's what I've been doing for the last 8 years. And hopefully you guys can reflect on in your own life and see, where can this fit? How can this benefit my family, my friends? So speaking about income opportunities, how exactly do we earn money as a coach? There's 4 ways a coach earns money. The first one is retail and bod commission. So those people that you help with a challenge pack with Shakeology, which are Beachbody on Demand, you earn 25 to 40% commission, which means that for every one person that you help, you can earn anywhere between $40 and $100.
Which means, you guys, I'm going to interject because I'm the numbers girl. Yes. I love numbers. You know anything about me too? And, it's not just the wine. I like numbers. Seriously, think about it. If you are helping, let's go with the $50 to $100 mark. If you're helping 3 people, in a month, 3, and I'm giving you just the minimum number. There's so many people who need our solution. There's so many people that need to, not only lose weight for the physical, right, for the external factor, but because of our health. If you're helping 3 people, you can be earning anywhere from $150 to $300 in 1 month. I mean, think about that. What can that do for your family?
So as I told you guys earlier, when I started, I had a really big why, which is my husband had lost his job. And I told myself, I just want to help people so that I could at least pay the groceries. And my first week as a coach, because of the work I put in, I earned $337. And Gabby, I know your first paycheck was similar.
Similar, was about 300 and change. I looked it up the other day. I have to look it up and share, but it was that. It was just, I've heard in this coaching business for the past 6 years that your paycheck is going to be a direct reflection of the amount of lives that you impact.
Another way we earn is through team bonus based on what your team produces. The third way we earn is matching bonuses from helping our leaders grow. So the more you help people in their fitness, the more that they see success. The more you help people in your business, the more that they see success and you grow as well. And also the star diamond bonuses once you get to certain ranks in the company, which are nice. And of course, the rewards, guys. Like Gabby and I have been on trips together, Punta Cana, Mexico, Vegas. It's been amazing. Yeah, here we are. This is a picture of us on stage being recognized. This was New Orleans, right?
Yes.
New Orleans. Recognition and gifts. We get gifts all the time from Beachbody every month based on the number of people that we help. They're learning in personal development. Beachbody has introduced me to some of my personal development idols, John C. Maxwell, Mel Robbins, Rachel Hollis. They give us access to all of these people because they want us to grow. And of course, the community. Gabby and I met online through this opportunity. And now it's like she's one of my sisters. And it would never have been possible if it wasn't for this opportunity.
That's right. So outstanding support from Beachbody. I mean, outstanding, you guys. They go above and beyond. They have one of the best training and development departments and I worked for human resources, so I can speak to this. I mean, they go above and beyond for any coach who's coming in to our network, into our team. They have tools that will equip you to succeed. So you have, our business quick start to get you started right, to get those wins in right away. We have the coach basics, which will give you the tools with the basics of, how to start helping people right away, right? How to share your story on social media right away, how to feel comfortable speaking to people, how to feel comfortable in speaking about our products, right? Coach trainings and marketing tools that you can utilize to share the products. Communication, they stay in touch with us every single day. And I'm not kidding about that. We have a national wake-up call, which is every single Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And you can kind of do the math, the time in between, Mountain Time and Central Time. But we also have communication that comes to our email, in the Coach Breaking News. We have a monthly newsletter. We have the Coach FAQs in the back office where anything you have a question about, you guys, is there. Social media, they stay in touch with us through Facebook, through YouTube, Instagram. The amount of information that's available for you to utilize to succeed is there.
And you know what, Gabby? What we forgot to add in here, corporate support. Mentors.
Yes.
Today, Kim Carver at Beachbody and Carlos Aguilera are outstanding. That's right. And they will know you by name. Like they watch your career as a coach and they take time to mentor you. depending on how you're growing your business.
Right. That's one of the best things here. You're not a number. I mean, we have, over 450 coaches in our network. And hang on, there we go. We have so many, coaches in our network, over 450 coaches, but the fact that they know us by name, that's outstanding. I mean, that tells you the level of support that, that they provide. What to expect from our team. So from our team, I mean, you're going to get a ton of support from the company, but from our team, you're also going to get that personalized support. We have new coach training that you go right into when you sign up as a coach. We have team calls. We have ongoing team challenges, which, you're going to continue to get that support, that community. We have team building events. Obviously right now with the pandemic, things are being held through Zoom, but other than, when we come out of this or before this, we have live events, leadership trainings. We have our Facebook team page where we share all the information. We share all the information that is coming from new programs or new initiatives. They all go in there. And also, obviously, recognition and accountability. We support you. This is your business at the end of the day, but we give you the tools that you need in order for you to move your business. So you're going to get recognized. You're going to have the accountability. So if you tell us, this is my goal, I want to earn this amount in a month, or I want to get to this level in the company, we hold you accountable to make sure that you achieve those goals.
All right. So what are your options, guys? Whether you're a coach whether you're a challenger right now, or you're someone that's interested in the opportunity, there's different ways to go about it. So if you're ready to help other people achieve their health and fitness goals, then you could do that as well. Or if you want to take more of a slow and steady approach, work on yourself while you get a discount on the product, you can do that as well. So joining as a coach, the best way to join as a coach is with a challenge pack, because it's going to save you the most money, and the $39.95 coach enrollment fee is waived. So what do you get with that? You get Beachbody on Demand, which is outstanding, guys. There's so many incredible programs on Beachbody on Demand, something for everybody, your whole family. And you also get your first shipment of Shakeology and your performance stack, or both, depending on what your goals are. But it's absolutely the best way to sign up, especially because you get that fee waived. And if you are already a challenger and you're interested in upgrading, that fee is waived.
Mm-hmm. Ongoing business service fees. So this right here, as a coach, one of the things that we're required to pay on a monthly basis is our monthly fee. Think about this and this is just, an example. So like when you go to Costco or BJ's, right, in order to get their discounts or wholesale prices, you pay an annual fee, right? So just to get the discounts here, you guys, not only are you getting discounts, you are getting support. You have media promotion and brand awareness. I mean, Beachbody is spending all the money for you to promote their products, to promote, their programs, so that you don't have to spend a penny. Personal websites, already set up for you. All you have to go in there and put in your personal information. There's a coach office where you'll be able to track your orders and to track your team when you start building your team. Product warehousing. You do not need to buy here and stock in your house. I know that there's other companies where you have to buy all this, like a beginner kit, and then you have to keep it in your house and sell that, right? And buy more. And you do not need to do that. I live in New York City in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. There's no space here, but for my own products, the ones that I'm using. All right. Customer service. So if you have an issue or your customers have issues, they have support for you. You do not have to troubleshoot them. We do because we love our customers and we want them to have a great experience, but they have that service for us. Technical support, any technical support, they have a team for that. Marketing, they have a marketing team. We have all the tools for that, communication, as well as training, as we mentioned before. That is covered by the simple $16 a month.
Yeah, because ain't nobody got time to be going to a post office right now to be able to ship things out. Like this,
imagine?
they give us like, you know, anybody that owns their own business or has a business background knows that these things cost money, and Beachbody takes care of all of that for us.
Correct. Join as a customer. So if either you are still a customer, you may have come in this manner, or if you are not in our system yet or in any of our challenge groups, this is the way that all our customers come in. So there's 3 ways. The first one is a challenge pack, which Audrey mentioned before, is our total solution. That is, you're going to be saving an average of $40 to $75. Beachbody bundles what is, your access to streaming our Beachbody on Demand for a year. You have a first shipment of Shakeology or the performance stack for that first month, as well as the support from your coach, whoever invited you to this call. And so that challenge pack gives you what you need to succeed in your goals and to get started. Or you can come in with just a Shakeology subscription. Perhaps, we've helped people before that perhaps they already have a fitness routine going for them. Maybe they're runners, or maybe they like CrossFit, whatever, right? But they didn't have that nutrition support. So they come in with a Shakeology subscription only, or in this time, people want to move their bodies from home, right? So Beachbody on Demand only. However, we always try to set our customers up with the total solution, because for me, these past 6 years, what has worked is pressing play every single day, eating, my meals, and also drinking my Shakeology on a daily basis, and my performance line, as well as leaning into this community.
So now in the next 24 hours, you're probably thinking about it right now. You want to reach out to the person who invited you, and you want to talk to them about, what did you like the most about this presentation? Does Beachbody feel like something that could help you achieve your goals? And what appeals to you about becoming a coach?
And then these are questions we want to leave you with, so that you can also start to ask yourself these questions. Maybe talk to your coach, the person who invited you, about these questions. What can becoming a coach do for me and my family? Do you know, this is a good one, you guys, everyone here knows at least 2 to 3 people. But the question is for you, do you know 2 to 3 friends who need our total solution, especially during these times? Do you know 2 to 3 people that can benefit from this system? And what immediate financial need can becoming a coach solve for you? What can $100 extra, do for your family? 200, 300, 500 or more? What can it do for you?
And before we wrap up, we want to say that Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his and her own efforts, diligence, and skill. Because I will tell you, yes, within 2 years, I was able to earn 6 figures, but I worked and I traded in watching TV for working my business and connecting with people that wanted the help. And I know Gabby has as well.
That's right.
And we will wrap up with any questions you guys may have right now.
I have a question.
Go for it.
So I wrote it down when you guys were talking, but you guys kind of answered it a little bit now. And my question was, I'm in still beginning stages of my journey. I lost 40 pounds so far, but my goal is to lose 156 pounds. So it's still the beginning part of it. And I'm not completely comfortable with, you know, I post in the group and I don't mind it, but like, I know that a lot of, you know, getting a lot of customers or people or clients or just people to help, you have to post or you have to show kind of what you're doing. And I really wanted to know if there was a way now, if I wanted to actively become a coach now, what is the best way to do that, you know, to start getting people under my wing without having to really post on social media as much, since I'm still in the beginning stages of my journey where I'm not as comfortable yet posting. You know, it could happen in a week, it could happen in a couple months, I don't know, but just right now, the moment, I don't feel 100% comfortable doing that.
Do you want to take this one, or you want me to?
You can start.
Okay. Okay. So both Audrey and I started our coaching journey while we were still challengers. I mean, and I'm a huge believer that, you know, you never stop being a challenger, period, right? So when I became a coach, I was 2 weeks into my journey, into my challenge group. And I remember, you know, I had no intentions of coaching. All I wanted was a 25% discount. And I said that, and also my husband was drinking my Shakeology. And I was like, no, this is my bag, you know, like, no, we need to get a second bag. However, I also was not working, right? And being that I wasn't working, I felt guilty. I felt very, very guilty. Not that, you know, most of you guys know Jorge through social media, but, you know, someone like Audrey who knows him personally knows that Jorge is like amazing. Like, you know, I didn't have to ask to buy. I mean, I've been using Diva Curl, which, you know, that's a whole conversation.
Let's not talk about that.
But at the time I was using Diva Curl, and you know, they're expensive products, and I felt guilty having to go into our bank, you know, account to buy stuff because, you know, for that. And now I'm adding 2 bags of Shakeology. And so, you know, when I realized that you know, people started asking like, what are you doing? But when I also realized that, you know what, this is exactly like me sharing Diva Curl. This is me sharing what's working. This is just me saying to my friend, oh my God, you have curls? You're not using Diva Curl, girl? Right? Just like that. Like, this is working for me from home. I believe that this is a gift. I believe that, you know, we're selfish if we aren't sharing what's working. Think about, you guys, what has our challenge group done for you, right? Do you have, you know, higher energy? Do you feel better about yourself? Have you lost weight? You know, do you have a positive attitude? Do you have new friendships, right? I mean, just there, you have a story to share, right? And it's that genuine, you know, just like when there was a new restaurant here in the neighborhood, I think they're like 3 years old. You know, I told Audrey, girl, you got to come to this Mexican, you know, restaurant with me. And literally it's that, you know, organic, like you just sharing, right? Yes, you're selling. Because at the end of the day, you're selling your kids, right, to eat vegetables and go to sleep and brush their, you know, their teeth and shower and all of that, right? So yes, of course you're selling, but this is an amazing opportunity because of the fact that you're just sharing what works for you. And for me, I am a huge believer also that people join you because they want to also be held accountable, right? No one wants to join someone because a lot of people feel intimidated. If you continue to be on your journey, people want to join you because you're still showing up, right? Or I'm still working towards a goal and I need you to hold me accountable, but I'll hold you accountable. How about we do this together? So I think it just, you know, it's just the way that you tell your story and that you share it. And you know, you're not saying like, I'm at my goal. No, you share the reality of it. You know, I am, you know, I've been doing this for, how long have you been in the challenge group?
Well, this one particularly, I started
with Beachbody.
Oh, okay. So I first started Beachbody when my daughter was 2 months old.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so I was in a challenge group then. And then I started again last year.
And you came back because it works?
Yeah, I came back because it worked. I came back because what I love about the groups, I didn't even want to have Facebook anymore, honestly. I don't even post on Facebook like that. But I kept Facebook because I love the accountability in the groups. You know, I love that I can just go in there and know that I'm going to post my workouts, know that I'm going to see other women, you know, who maybe have struggled with weights before or just want to get fit and healthy, post inspirational videos, or just, you know, you guys talking that you've been doing this forever. For me, the groups have been very helpful. With the Shakeology and the workouts, yes. But it's been the accountability that I get from the groups, for sure.
That's what you share. That's what you share. And right away, I didn't start sharing videos. Just like you know, it's the growth mindset. Once I started doing the personal development, I mean, I remember, you know, hitting my first milestone in the business and Audrey's asking me to speak on our team call. And I was like, no, right? Because seriously, even though I was in human resources and I did trainings and I did orientations, I hated it, right? And I did it because I had to. But now I'm going to come into a business, right, to do something I was nervous about, but it was all built on, you know, building my confidence. And once I felt comfortable doing it, then I did it. So so that would be my advice. I mean, you share, but you share where you're comfortable sharing.
Right. Okay.
You know, Bella, one of my first challenge groups, I had a girl come to me who weighed 320 pounds when she started. And she was in a challenge group with girls that had to lose maybe like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. But this girl went to work and school after work. And no matter what, at 10 o'clock every night, she got her workout in. She saw better results than anybody else, even the people that only had 5 pounds to lose. And she was the one there motivating everybody else. She would come in at 10 o'clock, post her sweaty selfie, and everyone else was like, you know what? I didn't work out today, but she came in and she got it done, so I'm going to go show up. Mm-hmm. And I think that we live in a society right now that we are rejecting all the people, not rejecting, but we're turning away from the people with the picture perfect bodies because it's not what's real and it's not what the majority of us look like. You know, we need women right now that are going to show what a real woman's body looks like. And, you know, right now for me with postpartum, with my wrinkly belly, like that's what women need to see themselves in other women that are going through the same journey that they're going in. You know, so that not only helps us. When I see another woman with like the wrinkly stomach, I feel like that's me and we're in this together. So it helps us as the coaches and it helps the people that we're reaching out with and connecting. And there's a woman out there that needs to see you where you are right now so she can have the courage to get started on her own journey.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to look into this, because I do, you know, I feel like there's a lot of plus size women who want to lose weight, but there's not a lot of plus size women that I see on social media or that I know that really like to work out. I actually like working out, you know, and I consider myself pretty strong. I have good stamina. You know, I do these things that sometimes people look at me and wonder, like, you know, you're 200 and some pounds and you're swimming a mile, or you're doing this, you're doing that. And that is what I want to show. You know, that is what I want to help people with, believing that they can do it. Obviously, I started walking 10 minutes a day, you know, back when I started my journey last year, but I'm at the point where you guys see what I'm like jumping in. I don't even know sometimes what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. And yeah, it's good to help people believe that they can do that too. Cause I feel like that's a struggle that a lot of people have, you know, getting to that point.
And most of all, one of the things about success is that people want to come look at you and say like, oh, you're an overnight success. Like, it's so easy for you. Like yesterday, I compared where I was in December in my postpartum journey with where I am today. And because I've been sharing all along, I'm able to be like, no, this was hard. Yes, it took time. Yes, it took me showing up and being on my nutrition every single day. But look, because no matter what time is passing by, like, are you going to jump in or not?
And it's so raw, the way that you were like you were like, oh, you had that leg up, like you were, and that's so real. Like sometimes I want to post the in-between videos of like me, like, oh my God, I got to stop her, because that's really what's happening, you know? And it's amazing. Yeah. That's why I started recording myself too, because I want to be able to go back and compare the side to side. Like, this is dope.
Yeah, and to everybody else on this call, I want to say it's your imperfections and your flaws and your vulnerability that are going to connect people to you. Not how perfect you look on social media and how like great your abs look. No, people are going to be like, wow, I see myself in her and she's still doing it. I want to connect with her.
Thanks, guys. That is my question answered.
I see Elizabeth has a question.
Hi, girls. I connected late, but I just wanted to add something, and maybe this will help for her like to make a decision. I think she's just a customer, but girl, you should just go for it. No matter what, you are real. You're not working on you're not the trainers, you know. You have to share from the beginning. That's something I regret, and Audrey used to tell me to share, and I didn't. And now that I'm actually sharing, and everybody's like sending me messages saying like, wow, I admire what you're doing. And I wanted to wait for people to see my results, but that's not what it is for. Like, you need to share, because out there's many people that they think, oh, I'm fat, I cannot do this. And just by seeing you trying your best every day, you will change their set of mind, and they will like to join your group. And you will see not just the, what do you call it, not the income coming, but you will feel great what you're doing for them. And I think you should make that decision right away and just go for it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, honestly, that I just wanted to have that. That was the question that I really needed answered to help with that decision, because it's a little nerve-wracking, you know. I'm a pretty confident person, but it's just that fear inside of me. Like, one person out there is gonna say, what is this girl talking about? You know what I'm saying? She's still big, or she's still flabby, or she you know, she can't even jump, or whatever it is, you know. And that fear, I guess, could sometimes hold us back. But, you know, it's one person out of maybe 10 that might be like, oh my God, I'm going to start tomorrow, because if she can do it, I can do it.
If you could change one life, then it's worth it. Tamara texted me that she wants to tell you something.
Okay. Hey, girl.
Yeah, hi. Well, I'm gonna be very, very quick on you, because I still continue to be very shy. I stalked Audrey for 2 years. I honestly thought she was one of those celebrities, and then I was like, hold on a second. There was this July where I had it, and I was like, that's it. And let me tell you, I need to think a lot before getting into something. And that 4th of July, when I contacted her, that's it. It was my breaking point. My daughter told me, what's wrong with you? Why are you always so upset? That's not the mom I know. It was between the job, between so many things. And when I started this race, I was just like you. I was scared. I was terrified of what people was going to say. And honestly, that fear, we need to let go of it. Because at the end of the day, everyone has something to say. Either you're at your goal or not at your goal. And just recently, when I think I received a message from Audrey this recently, I am still very shy, but now people are coming to me. And I remember one of my first meeting with Gabriela and Audrey, they used to tell us, continue sharing. And there was a point that I was like, oh my God, they are lying. That's not going to happen. And I swear to you, it is going to happen. I don't know how, but now people are contacting me. And recently I had a girl that I had her join. And when I went back at it, I already have a couple of girls. And I'm like, what am I so scared of? The people want to see the transformation. So if you don't share now, how are they going to see what's right? And at the end of the day, I actually went to Miami last weekend. And I had a girl who told me, did you go through surgery? And another friend, a mutual friend, told her, no. Haven't you seen her when she started posting? So that made the difference. I didn't answer. Another person answered for me. So that's your reality. Someone's going to have similarities to me, and someone's going to have similarities to you. So don't stop and don't fear, because if you're going to enter a race, enter that race to win. That's it. Sorry.
Thank you.
There's a question in the chat. What does it mean to help build leaders? Do you want to take that, Audrey, or?
So when you start out as a coach, your main goal is to help people achieve their health and fitness goals. But then what happens is with people like Tamara that just spoke and Perla, which is they are in it and they're loving it and they're seeing results. And like Gabby said about Diva Curl and this restaurant, is that when you love something, you want to share it with everybody. I mean, think of like when you get hooked on a Netflix show, you're telling everyone, oh my God, you have to watch this. So this happens when you become a challenger and you start to see your results, and you're not only is your outer appearance changing, but your inner self is changing as well. Then you want to share the business, because guys, last week I was thinking to myself, I was rocking my baby to sleep. And like I shared earlier, I haven't had the time to keep building this business like I did before the baby. When I would be on my grind every single night on this laptop with Gabby and with everybody else doing team calls and stuff, life changes. And to be able to see the paycheck come in because of the business that I've been able to build. And I didn't think about myself. I didn't think to myself, oh, look at all this money I made. I think to myself, like, how many women need this opportunity right now? How many people have been laid off? Or how many people are busting their ass for a job that doesn't appreciate you? And I've worked for other people before. I started out in entertainment marketing. I became director of marketing for that firm I worked for. And I was killing myself, bringing in the most clients while they were making most of the money for that. I run my family business, but guess where my family is on Thanksgiving and Christmas when most people are home with their families? At the supermarket. Family business is supermarkets. They're there. So I've worked for other people in corporate. I've owned a business, but nothing compares to this business. When you set your own hours, you can do it next to your kids, and you still get paid from helping other people, from the benefits that you reap from that. So when I saw that paycheck come in last week, I thanked God, but most of all, like Gabby said, I just thought to myself, like, I can't be selfish. Because there's so many people that need an opportunity like this where you decide how much you want to earn based on how many people you genuinely help. Because I could tell you something. If you come into this business and you're just thinking about how much money you're going to earn, yes, the money's nice, but your results aren't going to last because you have to actually help somebody change their life. And it begins by how much you pour into yourself. So we help people in the fitness, and we help people build their own businesses so that they could also meet their financial goals.
I have to add one thing. I want to add one thing before we wrap up. This business during the pandemic has been a blessing. I mean, it's been a blessing the past 6 years. And like Audrey says, I feel like every season of your life, there's something where you can take this business and say, wow, like, had I not had this business, like, I don't even know where I would be. I talked about my mom having a stroke in 2018. And if it wasn't for this business, I wouldn't have been home to catch it as it was happening, right? And I don't like to think about it, but my mom is a very strong woman who, as I was calling 911, said, no, que stroke, no, ¿qué es eso? No, she's like, eso fue un calambre que me dio. And I'm like, right? And so had I not been here, you guys, when it was happening, she wouldn't have called me at work, right? To tell me something happened. I don't even know what I would have walked into. And so I feel that, when this business was presented to me, it was a blessing, and it was coming from the man above. And I'm a huge believer. He was, just setting up the stage for me, because he knew that 4 years later, my mom was going to have that stroke. And he knew that I needed to be home to catch it. And he knew that I needed to be here to, to call the ambulance and to go to the ER and to advocate for her, and then to be there 24/7 with my mom, and then through rehab. And then now, she lives with us, and be able to take her, to all her appointments. And now, when the pandemic happened and we saw the numbers creeping up in New York, my brothers live in North Carolina, and my sister and I and my brothers were discussing, like, should my brother come pick her up? Like, we didn't know what to do because we were so afraid, because she's obviously, you know, at that risk age, vulnerable age. And we decided, we were like, you know, we're going to pray about it. And then the prayer just became, you know, that she should be here because I'm here. My husband works from home. I work from home. My sister works from home. We're not exposed like my brothers are. You know, my brothers are out there still working. They're essential workers and they need to be out there. And so had I sent my mom out to North Carolina trying to save her, I would have exposed her, because my brothers, both of them, are out, in and out every single day. And so, you know, it's more than the money, like, you know, like Audrey said, but it's a reality. We also need the money, right? It's more than, for me, it's been more than the money. Yes, you know, I was able to surpass my HR income in 2.5 years. But for me, this has been life-changing because it's my freedom to be able to care for those that I love.
And I want to add to that, because as you were talking about what you lived through with your mom, we don't do this business alone. We're a team. And I remember Gabby would be like, I'm so sorry, I can't make this call. I can't do it. I'm like, Gabby, I got you. And for the last, you know, my whole pregnancy and postpartum, when I'm sick, when I can't show up because of the baby, Gabby's got me. You know, so you are not going to come in, be a coach and be overwhelmed with responsibilities. We grow together.
That's right. So we can wrap up.
And if you guys have any other questions, just reach out to the person that invited you to this call.
Thank you guys for hopping on today, and we'll see you on this side.
Good night.
Night.